I'd like to call to order the Wyoming Valley West School District Work Session Wednesday, April 2nd at 7:14 p.m. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wilson,
Here.
Mr. Damascus,
Here.
Mr. Hardwick,
Here.
Mr. Keating,
Here.
Mr. McGinley,
Present.
Mr. Perfetto,
Here.
Mr. Kubuski,
Here.
Mrs. Cassatt, Mr. Camus.
Here. A moment of silence followed by the salute to our flag, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to announce there was an executive session held prior to this meeting to discuss personnel items related to the superintendent. Superintendent's comments, Mr. Tosh.
Normally don't have comments at this meeting, but I did want to tonight just take a quick opportunity. I had the privilege of going up to Mohegan Sun yesterday, and Mrs. Carrozza is down here, and she's an integral part of Junior Achievement Program. Her and Susan Magnotta put on a tremendous display of entrepreneurship and college and career readiness opportunities for students in the area. It was sponsored by Rob Miracle, who's done a tremendous amount with Junior Achievement. So I just wanted to say the job that they did. Tara Carey, principal up at the high school, and Katie Finnegan, one of our teachers, was a speaker up there and did a terrific job. So all of those, and Mr. Dickton, who runs the college and career readiness for the district, hats off to them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tosh. Mrs. Carrozza, Jen told us that you came in after. Do you need to speak to us? You good? Committee reports. Mr. Damascus, do you have anything this month?
We did have an athletic committee meeting this month. However, just kind of tidying up some things. We did, just to mention, I think we mentioned it last month, we will be interviewing or looking at replacements for our longtime field hockey coach, Fithian, that retired this year. And we'll also be posting and looking for a new head soccer coach this year, or actually just look and see what's out there for head soccer, possibly a new coach. So that's it from sports. From a technology, just to mention, I had a opportunity to go up to high school to look at our esports room that we have. I'll tell you, Anthony did an absolute, Anthony and Mr. Hufford, it's amazing up there. If anybody has any minute and wants to go play a video game, it's quite a little lab they have up there. Great job, Anthony. Thanks for all that. That's it.
Thank you, Brian. Mr. Keating,
I have nothing this evening, Mr. Camus.
thank you. Mr. McGinley,
Just a note. If you look at our general recommended actions, we have quite a few policies that are second reading, which will mean they'll become policy for the district. And then we have a new group there that will be a first reading. So that'll be the first step in, hopefully in May, we'll finish up the second reading. So that'll be complete. I believe, and Ms. Bullock, we have one more section to complete.
We do.
And hopefully we'll have that done before the end of the year. So at that point, the policy manual will be totally updated. Thank you.
thank you, Mr. McGinley. And again, thank you for helping us get this done. Mr. Hardwick, special education.
Excuse me. Special education, I'm gonna hold a report till next month or till next week. We're gonna meet between now and next Wednesday.
Okay. Under buildings and grounds, I just want to announce that we had a meeting between our vendor Apollo Group and our contractor Site Log to try to finalize this punch list. When we came out of that meeting, it seemed like most of the touch-up items, the paint, some of the woodwork, rest of this packing work is going to be done over the summer months, so it doesn't disrupt classroom activity. That's really all we have this month.
Just curious, how long will their, I guess their tools, equipment shed and everything be out back? Are they getting ready to move that or?
It sounded like one was ready to go, but the rest of it's gonna stay till the end of the, basically till the dumping job.
So, and also, I know there's, with the new controls for the HVAC and all that stuff, have we transitioned that to anybody here locally to manage, or who's controlling that now?
So currently, that's a great question, Brian. So currently, SiteLog is controlling that. They're in our buildings all the time. They help Mr. Cordes when there's a situation that comes up. They will be in our buildings for the next 2 years. That's part of the ESCO plan. They have to guarantee that system is up and running right. And they have to manage the system to make sure that we are getting an energy savings out of this system. So they will be in our buildings for the next 2 years. They will train each one of our employees that we deem that we want to go to that training class on the controls, the new controls. The company that, the manufacturer of the controls, and please don't quote me on the territory, but I want to say they were out of New Jersey or they were a little bit away. Mike Answani from Apollo Group, because he did Wilkes-Barre districts, and they have the same controls that we have, has a local vendor that he said he'd gladly hook us up with, that they've been doing all of Wilkes-Barre's controls since the building was done. So we're on that path, but they're in the main control of our building for the next 2 years.
Okay. Great, thank you.
Thank you. General recommended action items. Does anybody have any questions?
I did have one question, as I just didn't recognize the name. What is the Pitney Bowes? What is that?
That's the
Postage.
postage machine.
And that 331 a month, that's for 5
Mhm.
years?
Yeah.
Use that much postage?
That doesn't even include the postage. That's just the rental of the machine.
That's just the rental of the machine? Do we
Yes.
ever bid that out, or is it?
So it is a CoStar's contract. So, and it's basically a governmental consortium. I believe the price increase was about $60 a month compared to what we had from 5 years ago. The other issue is every 5 years, this basically the post office mandates that you update the system for security reasons.
Okay, thank you.
On number 51, item 51,
That was my question too. Please go ahead.
just wondering if there was a cost increase or anything from last year?
No, so again, we're CEP. Last year they had given us a guarantee when we bid it of, I believe, 600,000. This year, I believe the guarantee is
585.
585. So the state allows them to increase or reduce that guarantee. So basically what that says, if for some reason they didn't at least make the district the 585, they would pay us the difference. Now, I could substantially say from the last 5 years that they've more than doubled their guarantee every year and given the district between 1.1 and 1.4 million.
So they've more than met their obligations.
Yes,
Consistent, on a
on a
consistent basis.
consistent basis. So how that works, again, I'll just get into it. The state requires the district to bid it every 5 years. It's a 1-year contract. In between each of those 5 years, you get a 1-year renewal where it doesn't have to be bid. If the district was unhappy with their services, they certainly can go out to bid again to try to get a different vendor.
My last question, is there a benchmark of percentage that they are allowed to add or subtract for this?
Now, when you say
Like,
the guarantee,
Not to, they guarantee 585,
Mhm.
but they can never decrease it going into the second year more than 20%.
10 or 20%, yeah. I thought it was 10, but yes.
Does anybody else have any questions? Thank you, Mr. Kuchar. Under, staff recommended action items, does anybody have any questions? Uh, finance, Mr. Kuchar, do you have anything for us this evening?
I do not have anything, specific. We are moving along coming along with our policies and procedures within, the business office. Bank accounts are reconciled, obviously, up through February. I have nothing other than that. I'll be starting the budget process, obviously, within the next couple of weeks.
This year should be a lot easier for you, I hope.
I hope so too.
Does anybody have anything on the new business?
So, excuse me, if I may. Mr. Tosh referred to it in his report. I would like to take a moment and recognize Katie Finnegan. She's one of our teachers at the high school. And she was like the main presenter yesterday at the junior achievement breakout dinner, breakout breakfast, I could say. She did a great job, well received. I think that everyone in the room was really shocked at the amount of work and time and passion that this young lady showed. The thing that got me, and I was able to speak with her a little bit after her presentation, the amount of time she spends with the students to build their skills so that there are good potential workers out there, and also to build their confidence. And I think most people recognize that someone who's confident and can do the work and has the skills are very good employees, very good workers. So I have to congratulate her, and she was recognized yesterday, but I think we as a board should also recognize the efforts there. I had I had a situation tonight, came in through the back door as I normally do. One of our teachers was there in her room. It was about 5:30 in the evening, working on student skills, information, tests, presentations, etc. And she was kind enough to give me a copy of the student newspaper for I think this is volume number 2 here at the middle school. And if you read this information, what a great job. What a great job these young children are doing, writing and presenting and talking about their school and some of the new items and things that have occurred this year. I have to, again, congratulate the teacher and the students, and their names are listed on the back. What students participate, what roles they have. A really great job. And I think, again, we sometimes talk about a lot of, I don't want to say, a lot of issues in the schools. But there's a lot of positive things that go on in the schools every day. And much of our staff really does a great job. And, we should recognize that. We spend a lot of time on some of the other parts. We should definitely recognize that. And I think in this particular case, there's 2 very positive things that should be recognized by the school and the board. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McGinley, and to your point, it's the good points that are always had, and we do have a lot of good things going on. Anyone else?
If just to add, congratulations with the STEM lab up to high school, had the opportunity to spend some time up there. What's amazing, again, the teachers, Mr. Boncheski, Mr. Heffron, all the different teachers involved, and what I find the best is that the children, the students are involved. They're engaged in the education, whether it be the engineering class, the computer drafting. They're engaged and excited to show what they're doing. And I think that's the bottom line, what we want to make sure happens. And as Mr. McGinley said, there's so many more positive stories than negative stories. Unfortunately, they don't sell newspapers, as they say, so we don't get them broadcast all the time. But I wish some of these people would go to see the STEM lab, go to see the the esports lab that we have that we've created, and the opportunities that these kids have. And I say this, if they're not learning, it's because they don't want to learn, because the opportunity's there. So thank you to everybody up to high school, especially Tara and her staff did a great job with that STEM lab. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Anyone else? Our next scheduled meeting will be next Wednesday, April 9th at 7 PM. May I have a motion to adjourn, please?
Motion.
Second.